everybody.
And so I think our next candidate we will talk to and listen to will be Dan Hauser.
Thank you very much, Kaye. Thank you for the citizens of Port and Rail Development for holding this forum. I'm a candidate for the 3rd District seat on the Humboldt Bay Harbor Recreation and Conservation District because I believe that the creation of living wage jobs is our most pressing need. I believe we need a commissioner who will both protect the environment of Humboldt Bay and create meaningful jobs for our community. I commit to research all environmental and economic facts when looking at the best option for living wage jobs. I firmly believe that we must continue to explore the option of creating a world-class green port that will set an example for smaller ports around the world. What we did with the Arcata Marsh is the envy of cities around the world. We can do the same here by establishing a green port, which can create badly needed jobs while protecting our bay's precious ecosystems. These goals of job creation and environmental protection are concurrent goals. I've held elected and appointed offices over the past 35 years, including California State Assembly member for 14 years, 8 years on the Arcata City Council, including 4 years as mayor, and 5 years as Arcata City Manager. I am most proud of my leadership role in creating the Arcata Marsh and Wildlife Refuge. The marsh shows what can happen when a community works together to make something happen. This is the same attitude that I will bring to the Harbor District. I'm a candidate for commissioner because I believe that I have an obligation to my community, an obligation to use my experience and expertise and contacts to do everything I can to bring meaningful living wage jobs to Humboldt County. I believe that improvement of the economy is the most critical objective at this time, that our people have the right to expect all elected officials to do everything they can to provide for meaningful economic opportunities. Trying to create and maintain job opportunities has been a key component of every one of my election campaigns, from city council to the legislature, and is the heart of this campaign. I believe in Humboldt County. I believe in the future of Humboldt County. I ask for your support. Thank you.
And now last but certainly not least, Mr. Richard Marks.
Well, my name is Richard Marks, and I've lived and worked around the Bay the last 30 years. I'm a lifelong resident of the North Coast. I want to thank the Citizens Port and Rail Development for hosting this forum, and I just think it's a good chance for you guys to meet the candidates here. I've not only worked right here on the Bay, but I was involved in the pulp mill for almost 30 years. And I think that we did good business sometimes and bad business at other times. And hopefully, if they do restart that plant, they'll do it in an environmentally, cohesive manner for this economy and the ecology here. As far as running for this position, I'm the job candidate. I think we need work in Humboldt County. And I think we're at a time that we could solicit people to fill up our industrial areas out here in Fairhaven. And I think that it could be done in a manner that is sound for the environment. And I would like also to see maybe us look into more of the short sea shipping, say that 3 times fast as you can, and try to bring in work if it's going to be in the short term. As far as rail, I would like to see us protect our rail rights, and I would consider myself the rail moderate. I would hope that someday that line would be back in operation, because that would mean the economy is moving forward. That would mean that we have jobs up here and we have things to move. So I'm not ready to give up completely on the rail, but I would like to see in the short term an excursion train that maybe even goes all the way to Scotia. And of course I would also, now this is the greedy side of me, I live here in Samoa, just up the street. I would like to see a trail to link our communities around the bay, Samoa, Arcata, Eureka, and make it bike accessible and make it safe to walk on. And so these are some of the goals that I have if I am elected as a commissioner. As far as working with others, I'll just let you know that I've been on many different committees. I'm on the Humboldt Domestic Violence Services. I'm the president of Mad River Softball Association. I'm on the Samoa Peninsula Fire District, which I'm on the board of directors there. I'm a past president of the Association of Western Pulp and Paper Workers, Local 49. And I'm also, you know, I belong to the Humboldt County Democratic Central Committee, so I'm on pretty much diverse groups. I think I play well with others. I think I'd be a good fit for a commissioner. Please elect me on November 3rd.
Now, for our first question, the order will be Mike Wilson, Dan Hauser, Richard Marks, and then Susan Penn. And that first question is one, as reflected in the name of the Harbor District, what would you like to tell us about the enabling legislation that created the Harbor District and the different aspects that it may entail?
Can I do this from sitting down if I talk loud enough? Is that all right?
You betcha.
Sure. The enabling legislation for the Humboldt Bay Harbor Recreation and Conservation District was basically created in about 1970 or so. It's unique because it's unique because of the citizens like Kaye and here in Humboldt County. They didn't want just a harbor district, they wanted something more. And the enabling legislation allows the district to basically engage in harbor activities, but that also includes railroads, roads, and airports as well, in terms of what it can do, although it's not going to, I don't think so in the near future. But the other thing that it allows it to do is to work in the recreation and conservation elements of what we do. Now, honestly, we haven't seen what the bounds of the conservation and recreation elements of what we can do in terms of geography. We have a jurisdictional boundary, which is mean or high water, but we operate trails and we have facilities that are outside mean high water, including all the way down into Shelter Cove as well. So there's a lot of opportunity within this district to do a lot of great things for the community. It of course requires the energy and the money and the political will to do those things, but there's a great amount of opportunity that legislation allows us, and we've got to be a part of it. That's all I have.
Okay, next is Dan Hauser.
Well, Mike's certainly given a good overview of what the enabling legislation is all about. And if I was going to ask the legislature to amend or modify that legislation, it would probably be in the area of looking for funding sources. The district has got a lot of opportunities, but not enough revenue to carry out those opportunities.
Thank you. And the next person will be Richard Marks.
Yeah, and I would agree that Mike did a good job in summating, and but I think that we do need to really go back to the legislature, go back to the legislative branch and look for more funding and approach and try to get as much as we can for our districts here.
Thank you.
Wait.
Oh, I apologize. Susan Penn.
Thank you. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to add on to the funding in that we do have 3 different charges, harbor, recreation, and conservation. At this point, conservation is paying for itself, neither harbor nor recreation is. The main reason that harbor isn't is because we're still paying off the debt for the deep dredging, and we're not paying for recreation, which involves primarily Woodley Island and Fields Landing. Woodley Island needs to be filled up so that it does pay for itself, And Fields Landing has recently suffered some restrictive use requirements, which fishermen in particular are very unhappy with. I am also, since I need to haul out fairly soon, and I think those need to be addressed so that it can also pay for itself.
The question will be a combination of the authority that the Harbor District has relative to rails and trails, and